akong idea kung paano humanap ng client, wala. Wala talaga.
Wait lang. From the top yung intro ba? Wait lang, sige.
Ay, ay from the top, sige.
Hindi, joke lang. Organized. Sige, anyways, for the people that are gonna watch this on the replay, you probably know Abby. If not, she's someone who's helped me build the Powerhouse freelancing community. Iba pa yung name niya nun. Ang dami na pinagdaanan na branding, community name. And she's also one of the people na really helped me with my launches before sa Powerhouse OBM. And she started as a community manager, eventually transition to OBM. So if you're someone like her, na probably offering community management skills as well, you could definitely learn on how she did it. And if you are maybe offering another skill, then there's definitely insight to be gained from how she did it na hopefully can help you if you plan to transition to another skill as well. Okay, so yon again, Abby, another na lang siguro chika point. When I started the community, it's really just me. Akala ko post lang siya, engage, live. But then as it grew, mahirap pala siya. And when I was searching for a community manager, actually parang nangyari, Abby, I don't know if I told this to you na, hindi ko alam na community manager ang hinahanap ko. Basta alam ko, ikaw yung kailangan ko. I don't know how you put that. Mga etches.
Sana meron din magsabi sa
Hindi kasi parang your brand was somewhat strong na kasi diba we run in the same circles and then nakita. So, ang lesson doon guys is visibility is important. And lalo nakita yung mukha niya either dito. Sino ba yan? So, chinek ko. So, doon na. So, parang think walking through the shoes of a potential client for your services, isipin niyo rin yung journey nila na how do they get to find the people that they want to hire to help them. So ako at that time, parang na-curious lang ako bang ginagawa ni Abby. Tapos nalaman ko, community manager pala siya. And then, hindi, kailangan ko pa naman kasi parang may connotation ako na, yun nga, kaya ko pa. But then when I knew na the pain became so real, I needed help na, wala na ibang option. Direct to source na. Message ko na siya, Abby, may slot ka pa ba? Can we hop on a call? So ganun nangyari yun. And then yan, I think we worked about more than 2 years ba or almost 2 years, no?
mga more than 2 years din, coach.
Oo, more than 2 years. And for sure, meron pa down the line. Nag-giveaway lang muna ako para sa show host career niya. Napaka-relaxan tayo guys kasi very comfortable kami sa guest kaya parang casual lang pero I hope that's fine with you. But yes, again, bringing back the conversation to Abby. Okay, sabi nagsimula ka, wala ka pang alam sa freelancing. Pero, I mean, paano mo na-close yung client na yun? Like, ano yun? Paano nakuha?
Una kasi is BCS muna. So free for 1 month kasi yung team leader ko gumawa siya ng course niya. So yung community niya ang dami niyang ginagawa. So mommy siya, baby pa yung toddler pa yung anak niya, tas gumawa siya ng bagong course, nag-build siya ng community, plus team leader pa siya do sa accountability group namin. So parang yun na, nag-offer ako na baka kailangan mo ng someone na mag-help sa'yo. Tapos sabi niya, sige nga, bigyan mo ko ng proposal, ganyan. So doon ako sa kanya nag-start talaga.
Pero hindi pa community management, talagang help lang.
Help lang, oo. Tapos, parang, yun lang, parang along the way, parang learning by doing, research, paano, ganyan. Basta mag-ask ka ng help, meron help na dadating sa'yo. Actually. So, nag-ask lang ako ng help doon sa mga may experience na, ganun. Tapos, hanggang sa, yun na, parang, basta, chine-check mo, parang weekly, kung ano, di ba, coach tayo, weekly check-in talaga, nakikita mo yung numbers mo, maiisip mo kung paano yung next strategy mo. So, hanggang sa, yun na, nagkaroon na ng mga, since community manager nga, palagi ako nakikita, mas mabilis, alam mo, mas ang daming inbound leads kasi nga mukha ko yung palagi nilang nakikita. So, ayun.
Pero paano ka na, I mean, how were you able to identify na community management yung skill na i-offer mo?
Parang yun na yung siya na yung lumapit sa akin.
Napilitan ka ba?
Meron pa nga dati, kung kilala niyo si Coach Harry, kasi palagi ko siyang kausap before. Sabi ko, "Coach, ayoko na talaga mag-community manager." Alam mo yung pinupush niya ako na September kasi yun, eh. Sabi niya, "Kaya mo pa ba hanggang November?" May mga gano'n siya. Parang, "O sige, sige, try natin." Tapos hanggang sa yun nga, nagkaroon na ng client, iba-iba. So, dahil marami na ngang client, ang hirap kasi pa mag-isa ka lang, nag-handle ka ng community. So parang sabi ko, akala ko ba pag freelance, ano lang, 4 hours lang ang work, ganyan-ganyan. Bakit 12 hours ako?
Ang sagot pala dun, 4 hours lang pero depende sa skill yun guys.
Oo. Ganun.
Anyhow, can you share lang para, they could understand the depth of your expertise as a
Mm-mm.
community manager. Can you share with us the communities that you've handled in the past? Yung
Ayan.
pwedeng
Sasabihin ko ba yung mga pangalan, coach?
community.
So yung community, usually naka-niche down talaga ako na course creator na ang audience is mga freelancer. So,
Mm.
yun yung mga community na hina-handle ko. So, meron Instagram marketing, tapos meron branding, meron sa freelancing course talaga. Tapos ito yung Powerhouse OBM. Tapos along the way, nagkaroon din ako ng e-com. Tapos ngayon about parang personal development, ganun.
Ooh.
So, yun yung mga hinandle kong community. And ang ginagawa ko doon is to nurture yung mga leads, then i-convert sila to paying
Ooh.
customer. Oo.
Meron kang KPI doon na kailangan per month may mako-convert kang ganitong number.
Meron, coach, kasi pag wala kasi parang lost ka. Kaya maganda, kahit hindi, parang target siya. Hindi naman siya na quota na kailangan ito, ganyan. Pero maganda na may target ka talaga para at least alam mo kung ano yung next step mo palagi. Na,
Mm.
ay, hindi ko na-hit ngayon. Ano kaya next na gagawin ko? Ganun.
Got it.
Mm.
Sige, if you could recall those moments na, at one point ba, how many communities were you handling? Yung like yung max na pinakamarami mong na-handle?
7.
7.
Ah.
And how do you feel?
Yun yung 12 hours ako nagtatrabaho. Then doon na nag-start na feel ko na kailangan ko mag-hire ng team. Kasi
Mm.
yun nga, yung success manager. Sila yung, kasi bawat papasok sa community, i-welcome mo, kakausapin mo, para mag-build ka na ng relationship. Aside do sa pag-post mo everyday,
Mhm.
kinakausap mo pa rin yung mga member na bagong pasok, ganyan, kung ano ba yung kailangan nila, ililid mo sila kung sa resource ng group.
Mm.
So, yun. So, ang dami mong kausap, pagkagising mo sa umaga, meron ka ng 20 messages, gano'n. Tapos notification mo sa Facebook, 99, gano'n.
So what would you say yung challenging part of you being a community manager? Ano yung mga pinaka-challenging
Ah,
aspect of it?
yung kumausap sa sa mga members, yung parang tulungan sila. Although
Mhm.
parang dun mo yung parang akala nila 7-Eleven ka na 24 hours. 24/7 kang bukas.
Mhm.
Tapos meron din na pero fulfilling siya pag meron biglang babalik sa na ito parang ate ako si ganyan nakausap mo before. Ngayon
Mm.
earning 6 figure na ako, ganun. Parang dati kausap mo siya na nag-iisip siya paano niya babayaran yung mga utang niya, paano siya makakakuha ng premium client tapos ngayon ang ganda na ng niya, ganda na ng journey, ganda na ng buhay niya, parang gano'n, business.
I see. So
So,
though it has a lot of challenges din naman. I mean, I think all skills naman at one point will be faced with a lot of challenges, especially capacity-wise kung tayo lang mag-isa. So even
mm,
though may mga challenges siya, that aspect na seeing their growth, their journey, it
mm,
makes it worthwhile, no? Na,
yes,
worth it naman to. That's why
oo,
you stuck with it for the longest
mm,
time.
oo.
Now, sige, since na-enjoy mo naman siya and gets mo yung part ng journey, what was the circumstance around you even considering, trying to do another skill or transitioning to another skill? Anong mga nangyari?
Kasi yun na yung marami nga ako na-handle na community. So, kailangan ko na mag-build ng team. So, hindi ko alam na isa pala sa function ng OBM is yung team management. So, parang dahil nga nagsiscale na yung business ko, kailangan parang scaling na rin yung skill ko. So,
Yes,
yun.
kaya sumabay.
Oo. So, yun. Parang yun. Kaya pag OBM ka, hindi mo kailangan na talagang may specific skill ka para maging OBM. Parang pwede mo siyang upskill talaga. Parang, ano ko nga, na-figure out ko nga, kasi nga yung mga, di ba sa community pa rin ako, yung mga
Mm.
nakakausap ko na parang, ngayon OBM na siya, pero dati copywriter siya, dati lead gen siya,
Mm.
pero ngayon OBM na yung offer niya. Kasi parang yun yung end game ng business mo. Parang
Endgame
doon,
talaga.
doon ka na
Lifestyle, guys.
papunta. Doon ka na papunta talaga.
Yeah. So sige, before I add to that, meron kang isa sa mga natulungan mo, si Eileen, isa rin sa community managers to. I think sabi niya isa siya sa mga nakausap mo. Ikaw yung unang nabigay ng client sa akin on community management. Love
Ah,
you.
ayun. Kasi nga 'di
Yan.
ba dahil nag-handle ako ng community, yung mga members doon, kilala ko na rin sila. So alam ko yung mga challenges nila. So pag may naghahanap sa akin, parang bigay dito, yung pinapasahan ko sila ng
Mm.
ng
I
client.
see. So parang with what Abby shared lang, guys, I don't know how you're processing it, but it's also only just adds proof ulit na, becoming an OBM is a skill na you could really, that is complementary to whatever skill you're offering. Kasi, let's say, copywriter ka, social media manager, ads person, darating yung time na you will be the bottleneck of your business in terms of its growth because you can only physically fulfill a certain number of clients talaga. So, kung max mo 5, kaya 7, yun na yun, sagad na. At kumusta naman ang tulog mo doon? So, kung gusto mong mabuhay pa kinamaga, di ba, you need to slowly realize na you need to duplicate yourself. And usually, ang isa sa mga fastest way talaga is building processes. But aminin na natin, itong processes na to, ito talaga yung nahuhuli. Kasi syempre, pag may kliyente ka na focus ka sa fulfillment, service delivery, hanggang sa, nakakuha ka na naman. So, syempre, happy-happy ka, enjoy mo muna yan, deserve yan, saka na yung process. Hanggang sa, shock stuck ka na, kasi wala kang processes. And then, you realize na ang hirap mag-hire din kasi, parang from scratch, iti-train mo. So, that's gonna be an added responsibility on top of the things that you're doing now. Kaya ang ending, give up ka na lang. So, dun papasok yung skill ng OBM. It's either, if you have the capacity to hire, then of course, delegate that na para you could focus talaga ng strength mo. Pero kung hindi man, at least we've had students na ganyan eh. Parang may copywriting agency siya. Instead of hiring an OBM agad, she wanted to understand ano ba yan, paano ba yan. So she can make her agency her first OBM client. So that just planting the seed na it's something that you will definitely need and cannot avoid, especially if you wanna scale. So, study ops na. Pero sa'yo, dear Abby, so sabi mo parang sa team management side ka, doon mo na-realize na you need to learn it. Pero kasi you're helping with systems lay. So, nandun naman si task management, project management, team management. So, kung isipin, pwede na yon. So, what made you decide na hindi? Parang i-push ko na mag-OBM din. Meron bang...
Kasi parang, di ba parang, yung mga task, parang, kaya yung sa systems lay, natuto din ako para, ituturo ko rin siya doon sa BA ko. Paano, so naging maganda na sa system ko, doon sa business ko, kasi yung BA ko na yung gumagawa nun. Yung sa OBM, parang, kasi di ba coach, yung tayo, dalawa lang tayo nag-launch tayo. Nag-launch ka ng course. So parang yun nga, yung marketing side, nandoon na rin. Tapos yung team management nga, tapos yung mga paano ka mag-audit talaga. Tapos, yun nga, parang doon mo rin makikita na yung sa finance, kung sa systems lay, may system ka rin matututunan pagdating mo sa OBM, yung sa Powerhouse OBM. Yun mga template mo, nakatulong talaga sa akin kung maglo-launch. Yun nga, may isa kaming ni-launch, parang yun yung ginamit ko, yung template mo. And natuwa din si client na, meron palang ganyan. Parang, yun nga, parang daw. Ang ganda daw kasi ang linis. Ang linis ng flow. Parang, alam mo yun, yung lahat nung parang kasi may pre-launch, may pre-launch, may post-launch,
sabi.
may ganun. Alam mo yun, yung checklist nandoon na lahat. Parang para wala kang makakalimutan kasi nga yung mga templates na nandoon sa Powerhouse OBM, yun yung helpful talaga.
So parang ang tawag nito, you realize you needed to be better at building processes for your own business para you could hire na and train your team, but then ang nagpa-push ba sa'yo to become an OBM are the clients you're servicing?
Yes.
Na parang in a sense, ito yung need nila, dito mo
Mm-mm.
nakita yung sagot, parang ganun.
Kasi parang, bakit parang, since nandito na naman ako, alam ko yung bottleneck nila. Kesa mag-hire pa sila ng iba, edi parang, i-offer ko na lang yung service ko. Parang, baka gusto nyo, nag-aral ako, nag-training ako ng ganito, meron na akong parang idea kung paano, i-try natin. So, yun na. Di ba?
Okay.
Parang kesa hahanap ka ng ibang client, ano mo na, upskill ka na doon sa
Yes,
isang
oo.
client. Oo.
Actually, so that's also one strategy, guys, na
Mhm.
let's say you are the client social media or copywriter. If nakikita mo naman yung gulo sa ops nila and you think you can help, you could slowly slide in the offer or the idea man lang na, you know what, we've been, I've been observing the meetings and it seems like you need help with operations. I actually am learning about, operations and business management. And if you want, I'd be happy to help para let's give it a try lang for 2 weeks. And if you're happy, hire me na. Basta yung
Oo.
short term lang yung trial, guys. Kasi ano lang yun eh, technically client mo na yan, high trust na, the relationship is there. So madaling i-upscale versus sa labas.
Yes.
Okay. Sige, now going back sa journey mo, dear, can you share with us ano or sino yung una mong naging OBM client? And ano yung context ng service nyo? Paano
Yung,
nangyari?
yung una kong na-reach out, yung friend ko rin. Nasa network ko rin siya. So hindi ko na
Nagamit
kailangan
mo rin yung
cold email or cold outreach, parang ganon. Um, dahil kwento siya ng kwento sa akin kung ano yung kailangan niya sa business niya. So, since nagte-train na kasama ako sa mga parang client ko si Coach Days noon, so kasama din ako sa mga coaching call niya, ganyan. Nagkakaroon na ako ng idea. So, yun lang, parang bigay lang ako ng bigay ng value sa kanya. Parang, ba't di mo gawin to, gawin yan? Eh dahil nga wala na siyang time, niya, parang, pwede bang ikaw na lang? Parang, hire na lang kita, ganyan. So, ayun, yun na. So, dahil sa kwentuhan lang, nagkaroon ako ng client.
Yeah, so parang heavy on, technically, you're able to use yung network mo din and skills mo
Mm-mm.
as a community manager. Actually,
Yes.
community managers, ang dami nyo palang network na pwedeng, kasi kung
Mm-mm.
lahat yan business owners or may business, may ops yan. Kasi may
Yes.
people in process. So, pwede yung position talaga. So, di
At
ba,
saka,
lalawak.
yun lang, yung maganda kasi sa community manager, palagi ka nakikita. So, show up talaga yung is the key para magkaroon ng client. So, dahil nakita kita dito, nandito ka na naman sa isang community, nandito ka na naman sa isang community. So, kung niche down ka talaga doon sa market na ino-offer mo, mabilis kang may inbound leads na talaga.
Oh, ayan. O baka naman yung mga OBMs ko dito, mag-transition kayo community management para sa network, ha? Hindi, iba yon. Yung sa kanya lang, it's really, the message of this overall is maximizing what you already have, skills-wise, network-wise, and seeing how you could slowly, plant the seeds sa client nyo, sa network nyo na, hey, if you need help with operations, I could actually also help. Para at least meron kayong another, income source.
Mm-mm.
Sige. In your journey, dear, what would you say has been the biggest thing, resource, or basta, what's the biggest influence that help you confidently, fully transition sa OBM? Ano yung
Yung
mga
yung meron kang someone na matatakbo. Like ako kasi 'di ba coach, working together tayo na ikaw yung talaga coach, paano to, ganyan. Tapos meron yung group talaga na nakikita mo na parang accountability group na may magtatanong diyan, tapos parang oo nga no, kailangan ko pala 'yun. Parang biglang parang ngayon hindi ko kailangan pero dahil nabasa ko siya, tas parang napunta ako doon sa situation na 'yon. Alam ko na kung ano yung gagawin ko next. So maganda talaga na meron kang community na kasama ka doon sa community ng kung OBM ka o freelancer ka or copywriter ka kung ano man. So maganda talaga na may community ka. Yun yung nagpalakas ng loob sa akin para mag-reach out kasi alam ko meron akong someone na nasa likod ko. Ganun.
I'm your shadow. Pero
Yes.
context, guys, yung journey mo lang. Kasi Powerhouse Batch 1, you were with me.
Mm.
Powerhouse Batch 2,
Batch 2.
and 3. 3
3.
ba? 3.
Parang 3.
Pero naging OBM ka lang, Batch 2.
2. Mm.
2, diba? Why batch 2 lang? Hindi mo pa naisip? Ano nangyari dun?
Kasi parang may imposter syndrome ako. Parang ang daming ginagawa. Kasi naman yung yung foundation talaga, coach. Alam mo yun, yung 4 hours tayo sa call. Ayoko na.
Parang ano nila, oo.
Ayoko na. Alam mo yung kahit may chat GPT ka, para ang hirap pa rin. Hirap pa rin niya gawin. So, yun, nag-procrastinate ako. Tapos dahil nga kasama ako palagi sa coaching call and dumating, yun nga, palagi akong kinakausap ng friend ko. So, yun na, parang nagkaroon ako ng idea na, ito pala yung kay OBM ang kailangan nito. Offer ko na.
Ayun. I see. Okay, yun pala yun. Sige. Now so technically now you're somewhat offering 2, no? Pero what's the core offer na ba now? Is it, OBM or community manager pa rin?
Usually OBM na talaga, coach. Kasi kung community manager, pag pinipiliin ko pa rin na meron na dapat siyang team, hindi na ako yung mag-handle ng community. So parang more on team management na lang, ganun. Tapos, marketing na lang, marketing strategy, ganun. Launching pa rin talaga, coach. Product launch pa rin.
Product launch pa rin. Kami
Yan.
na kami Abby yung product launch.
Yes,
so parang you are now an OBM for course creators.
Course creator. Pero may community.
Okay. And then, yung skill mo na community management, you will still accept, but then dapat pasok ka na dun sa, ICA mo din for the community client. Okay.
Hindi pwede ako na. Kailangan meron ng ibang magmamanage yung team. Mag-handle nung community. Ako na lang.
Mo na lang yung strategy. Strategy sa'yo, kayo mag-execute. Alright. Ayun guys. So, that's a strategy right there. Hindi naman matatapon na mapuput to waste yung mga skills nyo. Kasi you could still, if you're still attracting clients from the old service, magiging mo na lang siya. Parang you have more control in a sense na hindi ka na magsisettle. Kasi meron ka ng ibang ino-offer na mas gusto mo. Pero ito, hindi masasayang kasi you can still use it, but then just really strengthen yung conditions around this, client na tatanggapin mo sa old skill mo. Kasi ayaw mo, mahirapan ka. Kaya ka nga nag-UBM eh.
Yes.
Diba? Okay, sige. So now na UBM ka na, what has changed? What has shifted?
Naliligo na araw-araw.
Ano?
Naliligo na araw-araw. Hindi, yun, parang nagkaroon ako ng confidence. Parang, dati kasi, pag weekly check-in, alam mo yung kinakabahan ako kay client na anong i-report ko, ano sasabihin ko. Pero ngayon kasi, since parang, alam mo yung trust ni client na yung strategy mo yung kailangan nila na ganun. Para makikinig sila. Yung authority ba? Nandoon na. Tapos, yun din, parang, dati kaya ayokong ng community manager kasi nga yung may kinakausap ako. Ayoko nun, gusto ko sa back-end lang. Ngayon, alam mo yung napaka-outgoing ko na. Ewan ko kung bakit, iba na yung nag-iba na yung parang interest ko. Gusto ko na may kausap na tao kasi nga, parang pag may kausap ka, meron din silang mga ideas na pwede mong magamit. The more people na kausap mo, the more ideas na nagkakaroon ka. So, yun. Tapos yun nga, parang hindi na ako takot to network to other people. Kasi, ewan ko.
I think I know. Kasi you know what? Kasi now you're more in control because you understand ops and how it's essential in running a successful business. So, kaya hindi ka nahihiyaring magtanong, magkausap is because you need their answers para mabangga mo sa utak mo how you can help. Kasi you can help. It's just that you need to understand.
Yes.
So, that's why nakakalabas ka na. So, the confidence is built as a natural effect of the competence you now have.
Wow. Tama, yun. Exactly.
Plus, share mo na yung lifestyle mo na. Alam niyo ba guys, galing lang yan. Share mo yung classic na chika mo. Saan ka galing?
Ayan, lang, parang, kasi nga yung isang client ko, taga Cebu, yung mommy niya. So, parang yung una kasi, yung anak yung client ko. Tapos dahil nainggit si mommy niya, hinire din ako. So, yung mommy niya taga Cebu, and dahil nga medyo may edad na, ang hirap niya kausap online. Gusto niya yung face-to-face talaga. Yun, parang pabalik-balik sa Cebu, ganun. Yun lang yung nakakapagod, yung biyahe. Pero nakakatuwa naman kasi nga may nami-meet ako iba-ibang tao, alam mo.
Saka malay mo nandun si Mr. Right sa Cebu.
Kaya nga eh. Daming afam.
Ay naku, kaya pala blooming si Madam dapat ready lagi, 'di ba? I love it, oo. Sige, daming Koreans pala. Marami pala sa Cebu. Akala ko Siargao lang. Nasa Cebu rin pala sila. Anyhow, balik tayo sa usapang freelance skill. Sige, now na OBM ka na din, what would you say ang big, parang pinaka-surprising learning mo about being an OBM na hindi mo akala na, ay, ganito pala to. It could be good or bad.
Before kasi, ayokong nag-handle ng team. Tapos ngayon, parang feeling ko parang gusto ko dun mag-focus. Parang natutuwa ako yung parang ititrain mo sila, yung parang iduduplicate mo yung sarili mo. Nakakatuwa kasi parang pag naging successful sila, parang fulfilling na rin for me kasi nga, alam mo yon na ikaw nag-train sa kanila, ikaw nagturo sa kanila, then, ayun, hindi ko rin alam na mapupunta ako sa marketing side ng yun. Parang sabi ko nga ngayon, alam mo yung, ewan ko alam mo every time na gumigising ako dati nung community manager ako, parang naiiyak na ako, shit, sabi ko na naman kausap. Pero ngayon, sinasabi ko talaga na sobrang happy ako sa business ko, sa freelance business ko. Lagi ko sinasabi yun na Kaya siguro iba yung aura ko kasi masaya ako doon sa ginagawa ko.
Yes, it says a lot. Yeah, and I've seen it. Like meetings natin, I remember how you look. Ano kaya mo pa ba, Abby? Marami akong idadump sa'yo. Abby, sabihin mo na. Nalimutan natin. Pero yeah, ngayon, iba, nagulat ako. And I'm so proud na grabe yung growth ni Abby, guys. And yung confidence lang. Kasi feeling ko before kaya ka pa colorful na hair. Confidence booster yun eh. Pero now you're back to natural colors. Kasi hindi na. Hair is just na lang. It's your knowledge na talaga in what you do as an OBM that sparks the joy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. You should talk more about that. Para ng tao na hindi ka na happy, meron kang, pero guys, hindi rin naman to 100% magiging happy kapag OBM. It will all boil down pa rin sa what your offer is, what are the conditions around that offer, who are the clients you're working with, and ano ba yung gusto mong, OBM business. So, iba-iba tayo. So, I think Avi lang, with her foundation kasi sa community management na talagang heavy sa people talk, people manage, hindi naman, parang conversations, relationship building, na itawid na yun. At actually, di ba, I said before, nasa OBMs, isa sa magiging helpful talaga sa atin a lot is yung relationship building. So, na dapat bine-develop natin. Pag community manager ka, parang basic na nila yun eh. So, I think talagang na-maximize ni Avi yun. And then now, with the clients and communities she's handled na may mga courses, so nababad din siya sa launching. Kaya, nag-grow na din yung knowledge na into marketing. So, hence the full, pillars of a business na operations, marketing, finance na lang yung next mo. Pero you don't have to if you don't want to naman, di ba? Tap mo na lang si Python.
Mag-hire na lang.
Outsource na lang kay Kai. Sa SO mo na i-outsource.
But ayun, ko rin na yun eh, parang na-pick up yun, coach, na hindi mo kailangan maging master do sa tatlong skill ng OBM. Pwede ka mag-outsource talaga.
Yeah, just focus on what you enjoy talaga, guys. Okay, guys, so may mga questions kayo now. It's a time to drop that. I do have 2 last questions, pero I think I could give way to the questions of our audience or my fellow coaches here, Bien and Kai. Do you have any questions for Abby?
Yes, I have. Yan. Okay, sige. So, very talaga yung naging journey din ni Abby. At the start, talagang puro iyak, no? Pero if you could have stopped talaga along the way, sa tingin mo mararating mo ba yung kung ano yung meron ka ngayon? And of course, again, hindi tayo nandito para, alam mo yung i-showcase lang yung the goodness or the greatness of becoming an OBM. Talagang marami ka pa rin talagang iiyak. But if you know yung talagang gusto mong i-focus, alam mo na kumbaga na-unlock mo na yung, para sa ChatGPT lang, unlock your potential. Pag na-unlock mo na talaga yung gusto mong gawin, I think for Abby, it's really people, no? Na she finds significance in seeing those people who she trained to grow up then. No, doon talaga yung ano mo, Abby, even from the start, no, 'di ba? Yung kinukuwento mo palang stories of your interns, talagang love na or naiyak ka, hindi ako pwedeng mawala ng client. Talagang malalim yung belief system din ni Abby na I need to bank on these people because these people, parang ako, malayo din yung pwede nilang marating, 'di ba? So, thank you so much, Abby, for alam mo, having that significant role din talaga sa buhay ng mga bata na tinrain mo. So, ito, Abby, no, I
Ay,
remember
wait
nung
lang. Sorry,
Please.
sorry na.
Ano ba yan, coach?
Before we transition sa next question, open cam muna tayo. Let's document this moment.
Sige.
Okay,
Oo, sige. Okay, si Abby na hindi na purple.
Ang hair, oo.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga rin minsan sa kliyente kayo, sakala mo, di ba, purple hair, sunny, mabait, tapos pagpasok, dark pala siya.
Yan,
Okay.
if you could turn on your camera, guys.
Okay, stop share tayo. Ano ba ito nakikita ko? Sige.
Ikaw na,
One.
Vien.
Sige, I'll do it.
Ngayon na pa po ako nag-picture.
Ay, ayun, thank you, Jocelyn. Post mo sa community yan. Dagdag natin to. Salamat.
Take ko na nga eh. Multitask po kasi ako ngayon.
Ayun,
One.
perfect.
Pero naka-unmute
Thank you.
yung kabila. May replay kasi kabila dito wala.
Ba't ayaw niya ano, Kai?
Kay ikaw na, Kay.
Isa pa.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ayan, tumunog na. One more. Okay.
Okay.
Ayun, thank you, guys. Okay, back to you.
Okay. So, Abby, I remember the time na nag-call pa tayo kasi you were actually crafting your offer. No, sa tingin mo, yung time na yon, if we were to go back to that particular time na you're crafting your offer, ano ba talaga to, ganyan, ano yung pinaka-biggest help na nakuha mo when you were transitioning? Kasi di ba kahit Abby nung dinra po parang solid ka na dapat. Sabi ko, sure ka ba dyan sa offer? Tapos parang napaisip ka, oo nga, no, hirap pala. Sige, ayusin ko ulit. Di ba hindi talaga siya one time, big time na yun na yung magiging solid offer mo. Pero when you were in that point of time na nagta-transition ka from community manager to OBM, ano yung nakatulong talaga sa'yo?
Siguro kasi since alam ko na yung journey, parang dahil from sa baba paangat, parang dahil na-experience ko siya talaga lahat. So nakatulong din yung parang experience na mahirap to gawin. So kailangan medyo kailangan ko ng makakatulong dito, mag-hire ako. So yung pricing, kaya madali ka na makapag-price kasi alam mo kung ano yung mga dapat gawin. Tapos kung kailangan mo ba ng help dito or hindi. So, yun yung yun yung nakatulong sa akin dahil nga sa experience ko rin. Ganun.
Yes, and it's the same exact framework na tinuturo natin inside, no? You start on those skills, experience na meron ka.
Yes.
Huwag mong kayahin yung katabi mo, di ba? You are unique. So, ganun talaga para, kumbaga, i-dump mo lahat. Okay, ito yung mga experience ko. Sa experience ko na to, ay, ayoko nito, tsaka nito X. Ay, ito gusto ko to, di ba? Hinimay-himay talaga natin siya because we're not a cookie cutter OBMs talaga. We want to be specific on which specific skill set lang yung i-offer natin. And, kumbaga, customize siya in a way, no? Yan. Alright, that's a good one.
Yun yung time na, yun yung matagal talaga na talagang iisipin mo, madidrain yung utak mo. Alam mo yung fresh ka pumasok doon sa coaching call, pagkatapos drain ka na. Pero pag natapos mo yun, alam mo na talaga kung sino yung client na gusto mo, alam mo na talaga kung ano yung gagawin mo.
Yeah,
So,
that's
naka-help
true.
talaga yun sa akin. Yung, iba yung paggisan, alam mo yung template ni Coach Day sa paghanap ng client, kung sino talaga yung client mo, ano yung offer mo, iba. Iba siya. Yun yung nakatulong talaga sa akin para ma-identify kung sino talaga yung gusto kong client at ano ang gusto kong offer. Yun.
Yes. Na ano na yun, na-optimize na yun. Medyo na-simplified na-simplify na namin. Pero marami pa rin umiyak doon sa part na yun. But, of course, yeah. Alright, sige. Now, Abby, from your point of view naman, from a point of view of a community manager who transitioned to becoming an OBM, Sa tingin mo, para kanino yung pagiging OBM? Are these for anyone lang na gustong mag-upskill? Or is this something that ano ba? Ano yung particular person na pwedeng mag-benefit from becoming an OBM? Freelancer,
Ah,
corporate?
Actually, sabi ko nga kayo na parang yun yung kung gusto mo mag-scale talaga ng business mo, kung agency owner ka, maganda na meron ka rin foundation ng OBM. Tapos kung freelancer ka, gusto mo mag-upskill, I mean kung gusto mong i-scale, kung solopreneur ka, gusto mo mag-scale, kailangan mo pa rin siya kasi pwede mo pa rin siyang i-offer kay client mo eh. Parang hindi ka, kung email copywriter ka, hindi ka lang email copywriter habang buhay. Magkakaroon sa point na bibigyan ka ng mga duties, ibang responsibilities ng client mo. And ano na yon, parang papunta na siya doon sa pagiging OBM. So, yun, minsan hindi mo alam na pang OBM na yung ginagawa mo, pero yung rate mo, mababa pa rin. Ganon. So, maganda, yung for me, parang for everyone na gusto mag-upscale talaga. Upscale ng business, ng kailangan mo matuto maging OBM. Ganun. Kasi nandoon na lahat kung paano ka mag-run ng business talaga.
Yes, okay. And it's the exact same talaga din namin sa Powerhouse, no? Like, if you think that your business is running in operations, well, wala namang business na walang operations, no? Doon talaga papasok kasi 'di ba, it's OBM, we used to know na pag sinabing OBM, online business management, it's more on the digital space. But we're actually binabust na namin yung myth na yon, the norm na pang digital or virtual space lang tayo, no? From the likes of Kai, no? She has a brick and mortar client as well. So anything that involves operations talaga and management, kailangan mo talaga yung the fundamentals of OBM. It's why yan, marami tayong announcement in the coming days on how we would be able to help entrepreneurs as well, freelancers in this space. So yan.
Yes. So yun makakapanood, parang mag-post na kayo sa community, ano ba yung help na kailangan nyo. Kasi maganda talaga.
Don't
Maganda
forget,
kung
guys, and we have the Powerhouse OBM freelancing community as a space for you guys to ask. Nahirapan kami mag-isip ng ano bang content, ano bang free training ibibigay kasi wala nagpo-provide ng data. So yeah, if you need help, if you're unsure of something, post sa group. I-approve naman yan basta you're not violating any community guidelines. Ang bawal lang naman dun benta-benta ng kung anong ano eh. Pero if about operation systems, OBM nga, then you could ask there para we could support. And kung medyo hindi kaya ng isang sagutan, then that could be a topic na we could either, discuss via webinar or invite guests na talagang mas expert on that field. Pero yes, agree kay Avi. And don't forget, guys, sa mga nagtatanong ano yung OBM, we have the guide section as well sa community. So baka lang hindi nyo nakakalikot. Once you join the group, especially for those that are watching this on the replay, if you still don't know what an OBM is, just go, once nasa group na kayo, go to the guide section. Naka-set up na yun. Actually, si Abby pa nag-set up nun. Okay, ito, what's an OBM? Guides. So at least the overview, mapanood nyo na. Okay, sige, back to Vian. I think we have some questions from the group.
Okay, sige, let me just go through it. Sige. Ayan, so from Sheila, all right. Since you mentioned that you like team management now, how has your approach to team communication and collaboration changed since you've become an OBM? May changes ba doon, Avi, from that is community manager ka? So is this your yung communication style mo ba na bago when you transition to OBM?
So dati parang attendees lang ako ng meeting. So ngayon ako na yung nag-host ng meeting. So para lang every week meron akong meeting sa team ko. Tapos meron silang every month na one-on-one. Parang check-in lang ako sa kanila. Pero yung every week namin na meeting, parang ako, first yun, parang kailangan nandoon din yung, palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila yung mission and vision and yung target namin. Tapos, kung ano na, nasan na kami. Then, pagdating sa, sa next strategy namin, sa next, brainstorming kami. Parang ako na yung tatahimik, sila naman yung magsasalita. Parang ano ba yung magandang next natin gawin? Kasi sila na yung palaging nakatambay sa community. So, alam na nila kung ano yung gusto ng mga members. So, sila na yung tapos na lang namin, magkaka-process na lang kami kung paano namin siya i-implement. Ganun.
I see. So, from your communication style and your coaching style, you want your people to be talking as well, no? Hindi lang ikaw, hindi lang siya one way, yeah, it's not just a one-way communication na ikaw lang nagbibigay lahat ng strategy nung gagawin. You want them to be also collaborating with you, no?
Yes, oo. Para, kasi minsan yun may iba kang ma-hire na naboboard sa ginagawa nila kasi parang routine lang, yung may checklist lang, gawin mo to, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Pag yung pinag-iisip mo sila, nagkakaroon sila ng room to grow and mas na magsistay sila sa'yo kasi nakikita nila yung progress ng career nila.
Yes. And since team management yung isa sa mga skills mo, Avi, no, ano yung pinaka-challenging part sa'yo in handling team? Maybe yun yung mga next sa tanong ng mga taong nasa magta-transition to team management as well.
Hindi lahat ng hindi lahat na magiging under sa team mo gusto mo. Alam mo yan, meron kang ayaw na team member pero kailangan mo siyang turuan, parang kailangan maging fair pa rin yung trato mo sa kanya. So, yun. Parang hindi pwede na ayoko ka, wag mo akong kausapin, ganun. Kailangan kasi may culture parang every business meron values, may culture. Kailangan ma-convert mo siya doon sa culture na gusto mo para doon sa business. Gusto nung client mo para doon sa business niya. So yun. Yun yung naging challenge sa akin.
Yes. So sa mga ayaw ma-convert dun sa culture, anong ginawa na ni Abby so far? You are live in YouTube pala, Abby, after this we will be baka meron kang hello sa mga wala na sa culture. Anyway, yun, talagang you have to pa rin, no? Again, at the end of the day, this is business. Although may soft heart talaga si Abby, but of course, if it's something talaga na kailangan ng i-cut, especially if it's no longer aligned to the vision of the company, then that particular conversation with that person is something na you have to really deal with, no? Mahirap siya sa una pero masasanay din si Abby. For sure.
Then pumapasok yung monthly na one-on-one nyo with the team. Parang doon mo siya, minsan siya na yung nagsasabi na hindi pala ako fit dito. Parang dahil doon sa conversation. Siya na yung mismo nagsasabi na, yung parang nare-realize niya na hindi pala ako fit dito. So ganun. Na hindi na mahirap for me kasi nga
Oo. Siya na yung nagpasa ng resignation letter. Wala pa akong bakit ka umiiyak? Wala pa akong ginagawa sa'yo. Numbers pa lang, yung goal mo pa lang yung pinag-uusapan natin, KPI. Hindi po, okay na po ako. Salamat po sa lahat. But yeah, that's a good one, guys. For anyone na may struggle in terms of people management, one-on-one talaga is the best way kasi makakapagbigay ka ng direct feedback sa tao para mag-improve siya. Or yung other side naman nun is, alam naman ng tao pag may pagkukulang, di ba? Especially pag binabaan mo ng KPI, tapos puro, what didn't go well yung nakalagay doon. Alam ng tao at sila na yung bahalang mag-assess. Bihirang-bihira yung taong talaga, parang bato, yung you're just talking to Pero kapag may mga na-handle talaga kayong tao, know that this is nothing personal, di ba? Go back to the objective. Balik kayo dun sa objective nung conversation ninyo. Okay, sige. That's a good one. Sige, I have, may iba pa yata dito. Coach, you want to add on that one? Or I'll proceed now with the other questions.
I'll mirror what Abby said.
Alright, let me echo. Yeah. Sige. Ano ba to? Expert. Sige, si Chi, okay. That's her. Operational experts across. Ayan, nasagot naman na yata ni Kai.
Mm.
Per Chichi, how do you get training? All right. Kai will answer that one na lang. Si Rain
Regarding sa
Ann,
training.
sa training na sasagutin mo na
Yes.
lang. Kai.
I can answer it here naman Chichi, regarding sa training, there's no actual training naman talaga for yung sa kung saan mo gusto. Well, at least for our community under Powerhouse OBM kasi we would like for it to be something that you have already, then we will just develop it na gawing operations and business management. Bali, we will just add additional skills or additional knowledge, pero it should be something that you have. Like, kunyari, kay Avi, ang background niya is community management, and then she added operations and business management then. Kasi nga, for us, for Powerhouse OBM, being an OBM is a buildable skill that you can add with what you have at the moment. So, yun.
Mm. So before kasi hindi naman ako marunong mag-training ng kasi yung isa kong client parang sa sales. So before hindi naman ako marunong mag-training, ayoko nga nung ganito, yung ako yung magsasalita. So dahil nga yung heart ko to help and yun na lang yung nakikita kong way. So yun, ngayon nagte-training na rin ako ng mga tao niya. So yun, parang yun nga ikaw na rin mismo makaka-develop nung skill mo. Basta ayun. Hindi ko alam, bigla na lang siya nade-develop kasi nga parang nakikita mo kasi na ito yung kailangan ng business.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes,
And
it's either, yes, coach, it's either you, di ba, parang you develop that skill within you, or again, you get someone who's gonna do it for, di ba, alongside with you. Wag ipilit pag hindi talaga yun yung expertise mo. But if you're willing to go deeper with another skill, then go ahead. Sabi nga ni GPT, di ba, unlock that potential. Ayan. All right. Sige, so from Javelin lang, as someone who wants to pursue OBM, mas okay po ba mag-start ako with the clarity workshop? Ano pong next step after this?
Oo, kasi wait, sorry yung post ako na. Kasi nga doon ako naging clear talaga. Dahil yung unang clarity workshop, sabi nga nun sa batch 1, hindi ko siya pinapansin kasi nga parang masakit sa brain. Ayoko muna. So, yun natapos ko na yung clarity workshop ko. Doon na lang talaga parang biglang nagtuloy-tuloy na. Parang ang bilis nung pangyayari. pag natapos mo siya. So, yun.
We could drop the link pala to the OBM Clarity Workshop. Ladies, papa-help na lang pa-drop. So this is for people na considering OBM na pero unsure pa. So kaya sa Clarity kasi right after watching the videos, you'll know if you wanna do this or not. And if not, next move on. Pero if yes, then you may take the OBM archetype quiz naman, which is helping you identify based on the skills, knowledge, and experience that you have now, ano yung pinakamagandang starting off specialty mo as an OBM. So that's also free yan. Sinare na rin ni Coach Kai. OBM archetype quiz naman. And then from there, pag goods ka na, then na lang. And if you want to dive deeper and learn from us, then join the waitlist na lang for Powerhouse OBM. Ayun.
Actually, si Coach Days ngayon nagsabi na, ikaw na lang yung OBM sa community. Parang hindi ko alam na meron palang ganun. Siya talaga yung nag-encourage sa akin na na magstay doon sa industry na yon, pero yun nga parang upskill lang talaga.
Yes. Yeah, with Powerhouse OBM, we definitely want to really just develop and add on what you already have. As long as you're happy with the skill that you have. Kasi ultimately, what's gonna decide if you're gonna stick with the skill or not is, aside sa competence and knowledge mo dun, is, are you happy, doing that? Kasi if not, gawa tayo ng excuse hanggang yung output natin maapektuhan hanggang sa wala na tayong makuwang kliyente. So, kaya bottom line is happy, unique OBMs, not cookie cutters na PM, launch, ano pa ba, SOPs, hindi tayo ganun. We really find time to understand you as an individual and parang craft the offer around what you already have. At least that's with what we do in Powerhouse OBM. Okay? Mahingi ng link sa waitlist. Meron ba? I think meron. Kung nasa email list kita, sige, next question tayo. I'll just look for the link.
Yes, I think si Jocelyn has a question. Yeah, you can unmute
Oo.
Jocelyn. Hi.
Mahirap mag-type pag maraming questions. Though, ni-search ko na rin what does OBM means. Naririnig ko na kasi yung OBM before. Even Emolongski was the online business manager. Is it the regular business manager na I know in Corpo? So, someone also from TBSA, sabi niya kasi bookkeeping, and then nag-switch siya to OBM as community manager. Or community sa launch namin actually. So my question is, since striving virtual bookkeeper kami, and actually nasa Lydian ako for 10 years, so may other skill set naman ako na mai-offer. Eto bang OBM is pwede sa amin? Kasi I invited also an agency owner. Sabi ko, sumali ka kasi OBM is good pagdating sa marketing side. I know, sana tama yung thought ko na shinare ko sa kanya. Since everything can be research naman kung ano ginagawa sa loob. We just want to know ano ba yung in-depth ng OBM since nakikita ko lang kayo, sabi ko connected ako sa mga nasa tribe and even all the other coaches. Pero I don't know yung in-depth, ano yung meron sa loob. Because I'm more on, sabi ko nga sa friend ko, para mas may talent ako pagdating sa sales and marketing and how to deal with people. Though I'm introvert, natural, pero din, I'm ano lang, pinipilit kong i-conquer yung fear ng talking in public. Ito kasi konti lang tayo, pwede akong dumaldal dito. Di ba? I need to conquer one of this day na I want to be a speaker to inspire also other people. Pero I want yung value na yung i-share ko sa community. So, yun lang po. Just want to clarify the OBM inclusions.
Actually, Jocelyn, with Powerhouse OBM, yung ibig sabihin natin ng OBM, first muna, is not online business manager. What we mean here, although yun yung sa labas, yes, it's online business manager. But when you say Powerhouse OBM, it's operations and business management. So we changed it. Kasi one, we can also cater to brick and mortar businesses, hindi lang online. So parang si Abby, meron niyang local client na pinupuntahan niya. Ako, I have a local client na pinupuntahan. So, ganon. And then, like what I said earlier, being an OBM is a buildable skill upon a skill that you already have. So, hindi tayo cookie cutter OBM na, it's not like a skill na yung nakikita mo anywhere. Dapat may skill ka na kasi dadagdagan mo siya. Like for example, we have a student na meron siya agency, copywriting agency, but she wants to manage the operations of her business. She enrolled, and siya yung OBM ng sarili niyang business. So, it's something like that also. So, iba-iba talaga din siya. It really depends on what you have.
So,
And
it's really focused on the operational management.
operational management, yes. Based on how you, depende sa skill mo din talaga kasi and how you will mix it. Kasi pwede mo siya i-mix. Like yun nga kay Abby. Kasi community
I
management
know the
siya.
corporate setup, so it's more similar in the corporate setup. Kasi iba yun sa online eh. Yeah.
Sa corporate, no. It
So,
depends pa din
so mas
talaga.
malapit kasi iba yung online, di ba, virtual, you did it.
Okay, let me help on this one. So when we say OBM, operations business management, we cover technically how to run a business, day-to-day operations, people, processes, workflows. So corporate, similar, yes. And then since majority ng businesses today needs marketing, there's marketing operations as well, and then there's finance ops. So yung tatlo na we're focusing in Powerhouse OBM. So if you want to, so we have a lot of students na galing corporate kasi nga mga managers na sila doon, they just need to see what skill they could offer na pwedeng ma-transition to freelance. OBM ang pinakamadali kasi managers eh. OBMs as well are not doers. We are managers and strategists. So kaya sinasabi ni Kai na depend kasi nga we want you guys to have your own niches, parang sub-niche na kayo yung magdo-dominate. Kasi hindi rin tayo yung maghahabol ng client yung lalapit sa atin. That's why we're very keen on the unique offer. Pero to answer your question, yes, it's the Powerhouse OBM teaching is a merge between online business management ni Latina, Forsyth, Sara Noked, and Director of Operations, which is the corporate style. So yung dalawang yun. We could help digital businesses with remote teams, and we could help brick and mortar businesses like restaurants, cafes, e-commerce, and whatnot. And yung sinasabi mo bang sa bookkeeper, sino ba yun? Ang pangalan nun? Keith? I forgot the name niya eh.
Yung,
Shari?
ay, hindi, nabanggit kasi ni Miss Abby si Shari,
Oo.
community management manager na din siya dun sa community.
Yeah.
Kasi-
Pero yun, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Pero yeah, you could do a quick Google search on that one kasi with Powerhouse as well, we're very keen lang din on people na we wanna help. So we also just want aligned people. So yeah, if you could do quick research and then merong mas aligned din, you could go ahead and check that route further as well.
Nakita ko nga to specific lang kako yung group niyo. Since nagko-connect din naman ako with the other tribe coaches and offering OPM din ka. Kaya sabi ko, what is OPM? I just saw one of the sessions ni Molongski and then dito nun sa tribe niya. I'm not yet the tribe member kasi busy pa sa community. So I just joining mga small group.
Yeah. Wait lang. I think this work waitlist pala is not updated. So yeah, once we launch naman the next batch, we're taking a break kasi if you are in our group or in my email list or on our walls, we share about it naman. So doon na lang for anyone who's interested for the waitlist. For now, maximize na lang the free resources muna. And then yeah, the OBM Clarity should give you, especially video 3, talagang yung hinahanap mo siguro na sagot sa tanong mo, Jocelyn, doon mo makikita kasi diniagram ko lahat ng sakop ng responsibility ng OBM sa video 3 eh. So nasa OBM Clarity Workshop yun. Okay, sige. Anything else? Question pa sa group before we say our thanks to Abby. Yung na lang pala, Kai, yung guys, for every session kasi we ask for your feedback. So if you could kindly share your feedback as well sa session natin with Abby, you could just answer this form here. And then forward ko sa'yo, Abby, yung mga nila, love messages or complaints sa'yo.
Ayan, thank you.
Ayan. Wala nang questions, no? If wala na, na lang, ano yung question ko? May last akong question for Abby. Yeah, what would be your advice na lang to people who are probably on the edge considering in their minds na, okay, mag-OBM ba ako or not? Ang dami kong inaral na baka ma-waste lang yung oras ko dito. What would be your advice? Detaching na lang Powerhouse, like as in sa taong confused. What's your advice?
Siguro kasi kaya din mabilis din ako nakapag dahil nga yun nga isa lang yung offer ko for 4 years, isa lang talaga siya. So parang kung course holder ka, marami ka ng skill na alam, mas madali ka makakapag-transition to OBM kasi nga pag OBM, hindi ka nga doer, 'di ba? Meron kang someone, may team ka. So alam mo bawat team member kung ano yung ginagawa nila kasi nga ang dami mong course na natutunan. Dami mo ng course. So, yun nga, mas best na mag-offer ka na lang ng OBM instead na bawat course na yun, isa-isa, iba-iba yung offer mo bawat client. Nakakaano yun, nakakaiyak yun. Ayun.
Ayun, thank you, Abby. Ayun guys, please find time to answer the survey. And thank you to everyone that joined us. Kung wala pa kayo sa community, feel free to join us. A lot coming in the coming months. Third quarter na pala, akala ko second quarter pa lang. Pero yeah, we hope na di man kayo mag-join sa Powerhouse, you get to apply it on your own skills. At the end of the day, you go with the people that resonates with you, values aligns with you para everyone happy lang. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you guys. Thank you, Abby. Rooting for
Thank
you always. God
you.
bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
망설인다는 걸 알아 진심을 말해줘 결국 다